I'm going to start with a quick update, and we have our reporters in different locations. If I can start with Prakash, and Prakash is in Karhal. Prakash, we are trying to track the voting figures right now. Who is placed where? What are the numbers looking like? How enthusiastic is the situation this morning? Now, viewers, in Karhal, that is the place where there is the fight between Akhilesh Yadav and the BJP candidate, and the BJP candidate is the Union Minister of State, SP Singh Baghel. So everything at stake there. Prakash, can you hear me? What's the voting pattern there? What's the trend that you're getting this morning?
Yeah.
You know, there are about 3.7 lakh voters there. How many are turning up?
Well, Arnav, the voters here are very enthusiastic because from both sides, it's a high voltage political fight here between Akhilesh Yadav and SP Singh Baghel. And it is not easy for Akhilesh Yadav. I can sense it from the ground situation here, because there is a complete consolidation of the OBC voters, that is the non-Yadav OBC voters, in favor of the BJP. That I can see here. And the upper castes are also galvanized towards the BJP. Even though there are a large number of Yadav voters here, around 1.5 lakh. Muslim voters are also there in large numbers. But it is not easy, because the Yadav voters, the voting capacity of the Yadav voters would be around 80%. And that makes the job easier for Akhilesh Yadav, but he's getting a run for his money, because here I can see that it is a case of laboratory for UP, because if there is a consolidation of non-Yadav OBC voters here, then I think that there would be a strong resonance of the consolidation of non-Yadav OBC voters in rest of the UP, and it accounts for around 25% of the total votes in entire UP, and that's a huge chunk. And Akhilesh Yadav and SP combined, they are not moving beyond Muslim Yadav in large numbers, except for in the western UP, the Jat voters consolidated in favor of Akhilesh Yadav and Jayant Chaudhary combined. So here, I will get in the sense of from some of the voters here, women voters are also here. ये बताइए आपका मुद्दा क्या रहा? इस बार चुनाव में वोट दे दिया आपने?
जी.
क्या मुद्दा रहा?
विकास.
विकास. विकास का मुद्दा मतलब we can understand what does विकास means in UP. आपका मुद्दा क्या रहा?
हमारा मुद्दा भी विकास और यहाँ पर कानून व्यवस्था सबसे बढ़िया हुई. गुंडागर्दी खत्म हुई है.
गुंडागर्दी खत्म हुई. आपका?
गुंडागर्दी बहुत खत्म है.
Okay, so
Arnab, so whatever districts I have traveled in UP, law and order is the talking point in entire Uttar Pradesh. And in Bihar also in 2010, when Nitish Kumar was voted to power after 2005, we saw that law and order had a huge impact. In this part of India, especially in Bihar and UP, if law and order resonate among the voters, then the trend is in that direction itself.
But the key thing to look out for, the key thing to look out for this morning will be the turnout, and that's what I'm going to be looking out for, because in Uttar Pradesh, viewers, the turnout was an average of about 61.8% in the last elections from these seats that are going to the vote today. In Punjab, the number is much higher. It's about 76.6%. A little bit of a shift here and there is okay, but if there is a big drastic change from these numbers, this could mean a possible big change in voter mood as well. So I'm going to keep track of those numbers. Viewers, Prakash was live from Karhal, and that is one of the most interesting seats that we will be watching out for in this election, the fight between Akhilesh and the BJP candidate SP Singh Baghel. Battle of prestige in Karhal. Let me go across from Karhal right now. I'll go across to Sumi, and Sumi is reporting live for Republic from Hathras. And I'm also going to keep you posted, viewers, on the voting percentage numbers that I find from different constituencies, because we have to keep a close watch for what the voting pattern is in each constituency. Now, Hathras, very, very sensitive seat, Sumi. And there's Brij Mohan of the Samajwadi Party, and he's contesting against the BJP's Anjula Mahor, and she's been the former mayor of Agra. And we all know what happened in 2020. Security seems to be the key issue in the region. You've been talking to voters. What sense are you getting, Sumi?
Yes, absolutely. The whole debate on women's security began from this very point, from this very region of Hathras, when the gang rape back in September 2020 was reported from here. However, the fight is very tight here between the BSP candidate Sanjeev Kaka as well as the Samajwadi candidate Brij Mohan Rahi, and also Anjula Mohar is giving them a very tough fight from this particular seat. We've been joined by a lot of voters here, and in fact a lot of women voters. I would like to go to them and talk to them. मैम, यहाँ पर हाथरस में जब भी बात होती है वुमेन सिक्योरिटी का बात होता है, वुमेन सिक्योरिटी सुरक्षा अभी है वुमेन को, कैसा आप लोग को अभी कौन से मुद्दों पे आज आप लोगों ने अपना वोट कास्ट किया है?
बीजेपी को।
नहीं, आपने कौन से मुद्दों पे कास्ट किया है? क्या क्या मुद्दे थे आप लोगों के?
हाँ, सुरक्षा बहुत है, हर एक बात की सुरक्षा है,
हर एक बात की सुरक्षा है।
बात की सुरक्षा है।
आपने कौन से मुद्दों पे वोट किया?
महिला पहले असुरक्षित थी, अब चाहे जब निकल सकती हैं घर से आ सकती हैं, और महिलाओं को हर सुविधा मिल रही है, गैस सिलेंडर मिल रहे हैं, राशन मिल रहा है, सब चीज़ मिल रही है और दवा मिल रही है।
दवा मिल रही है। यहाँ पे महिलाओं को सब कुछ मिल रहा है, उनका कहना है महिलाओं को सब कुछ मिल रहा है। आप भी यही सोच रहे हैं?
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, काम ईमान दमदार, सोच ईमानदार।
सोच ईमानदार, एब्सोल्युटली। सर, यहाँ पर वुमेन सिक्योरिटी की बात हो रही है क्योंकि हाथरस लाइमलाइट में आया था गैंग रेप के उसमें। आपको लगता है वुमेन सिक्योरिटी प्लेज अ ह्यूज पार्ट?
देखिए, इतनी बेहतर सुशासन की सरकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने यहाँ हमको दी है कि आप देख सकते हैं कि पहले होता क्या था कि पहले चेन स्नैचिंग होती थी। अगर कोई महिला घर से निकल रही है, छात्रा स्कूल नहीं,
We have heard people, we have heard the voice of people. The regime has certainly given a lot of security to women, and that's what
Yes,
is going to play a huge part in giving a tough fight, and it is a tripolar fight in Hathras.
Absolutely.